year has been pretty unequivocally a dumpster fire for almost everyone. So why not celebrate it? Celebrate it going away, that is, with a New Year's card starring a dumpster fire. Hi, I'm Miss Sarah from Minerva Public Library, and today I'm going to show you how to make your very own pop-up dumpster fire New Year's card. To make this project, you're going to need 2 sheets of either printer paper, cardstock, whatever you've got on hand, both of them folded in half, hamburger style. You are going to need some glue or some tape, it doesn't especially matter what type. You are going to need some green and black paper. These pieces are roughly 4.5 inches by about 3 inches, but it doesn't especially matter. The key is just that you have enough material to cover whatever size dumpster you end up drawing. And then you are going to want some tissue paper or some crepe ribbon, or if you don't have any of that, then take a piece of regular paper, scribble in some color, and then tear it so that it looks squiggly like flames. You will have to color both sides if you do not have pre-colored paper at home. I also printed out a small caution sign. All of these things will be inside your kit if you are between ages 10 to 18 and you came into the library to pick up this week's teen tote. You're also going to need a ruler, a pencil, and a pair of scissors. So let's get started. You're going to take your piece of paper and right along where the fold is, you are going to draw some lines to create the basic area of your dumpster. Personally, I've made mine around 3.5 inches long, and I'm going to make it about 2.5 inches tall, but you can use any size you want. So I'm just going to get my ruler and about there, and moving on down here, about there. Now I'm just going to go across, and the line that I do across the top, I'm going to make dashed or dotted. And that is going to remind me that I do not want to cut there. I want to fold there. So it should look roughly like this. Remember, you want to do this along the fold or it's not going to work. If you picked up a kit from us, you should already have this part done. Now, grab your scissors and cut along those straight lines. So, me with my teeny tiny pair of scissors here, just cutting up one line, and now I am cutting along the second. And you can see, here it is. I'm now just going to fold this up, like so. Taking it, folding it on up. Ta-da! I'm going to unbend it a little bit. Now I'm going to open this on up in just a second. Any minute now. There we go. And I'm going to turn it around like this. And look, we now have the base for our dumpster. What you're going to do next, and is pretty much up to you, but take your card, or if you don't have anything that is pre-written, you're going to take your blank one, and you are going to paste it to the inside, like so. And if you have a pre-made card, you're going to want to make sure that you cut your paper so that the words can be read underneath. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to sort of roughly measure where that is. You do want to make sure that you keep enough paper there in place that your dumpster fire is going to be still willing to stay put. So I'm going to, whoop. It's all right if it's not perfect. This is a dumpster fire after all. All right, so here's my very imperfect line. I'll go back on in later with an eraser and I will erase there. So I am just trimming. What I'm going to do after I have pasted this on in is I am going to trim my pieces of paper down to the sizes of the front and the top. All right, so here we go. Let's pretend that this is beautifully pasted in. I put glue here or here. It's pressed on in. Oh, look, it's so lovely. Now I'm going to take my green and my black, and I'm going to figure out roughly what size it needs to be. So in this case, I would just go in personally with a pencil or just directly with the scissors. I prefer the pencil because then I can get out my ruler later and mark roughly where that is. And then I would just cut it out. I would cut out my small caution sign, paste it onto there, wherever I want. Then I would write 2020 across here and paste that whole thing directly to here. A little bit of glue or tape. Then, once that was in place, I would take my piece of black paper and I would measure, and I want to have it have a bit more for a lid. So I might in fact just keep the entire length here, but I am going to cut down the width. So I would go, all right. Yes, that leaves me with a nice dumpster top. Holding this down, I'm just going to fold it. And it's okay, once again, if it's not perfectly even. All right. So you can see how this would be a dumpster lid. I'm going to just cut along there, glue it in place. Once all of that is done, you're just going to tear your pieces of crepe paper and use them to create flames, like you see here. And that's really all there is to it. It's very simple. Obviously, you can do all sorts of things differently. I will probably at some point make some little 2020 newspapers that I can stick around it, maybe some flying murder hornets. Really, you can do whatever you want. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy your 2020 dumpster cards and your new year. Bye.